My name's Dean and I'm an alcoholic. All that is what you guys are telling me. Me and Naomi are just having a little look around the Peace Hall. The stage is here today, and then we're off to meet Katie, who's just coming back from New York. And I'm going somewhere tonight, and I'm going to tell you guys about it at the end of this video. But first, I'm going to read some comments regarding this issue. I've had a lot of opinions in the comments, and I'm going to go through a few. And some of it is just abusive, if I'm honest. Now, I wasn't going to do a video on this, but I feel like this is it's like a sensitive subject, isn't it? So, and people that are going through alcohol issues, I sympathise with you, and I hope everybody can get better. I'm not one of them people. You've seen a couple of nights out on film, but I'm not one of them people. I don't have a problem. I don't drink every day. I got slated in the kitchen videos because the alcohol on the top of my kitchen never moves, never changes. That's because I don't drink at home. I literally don't drink at home. I only have the odd night out, and recently the odd night out I've been putting on camera, and it's affected a few people. Or people have felt the need to go in on my parenting, my lifestyle, and things like that. So let's have a little read of some of these comments. Now, I do understand that every video I make does get hate. Whether I'm doing a £2.50 burger in a cheap little cafe, and people will be saying, you get what you pay for, it's absolute rubbish. Or if I overpay for a breakfast, I get accused of being paid for the review. Or if I don't order a full English breakfast, which obviously you guys know is what I will go for, but trying to mix up the content, I'm talking about the Hull brunch at Thieving Harry's. Of course I didn't get paid for the review. That's absolute nonsense. Who's paying me to go eat a £10 cheese toasty? You're mad. I actually said in the video that it's overpriced. Come on, right, let's get into some of these comments, and then I'll tell you where I'm going, because some of you guys might see me tonight, and this is coming out on the day. It's Saturday the 12th of July. This video is coming out today. I'll let you know where I'm going in just a minute. Let's read some of these comments, and then you can let me know what you guys think. Okay, so we're going to start with one that's quite relevant, because it says, Dino, sort your shit out. Don't want to see you pissed or puking up. Massive no. If your wife loves you, take her advice. Now, Naomi is sat next to me here, and these comments are, not these comments in particular, but these comments are the reason why Naomi doesn't like to come on the videos, because she's not like me. She hasn't got a thick skin. She takes things personally, and luckily for me, I don't. So I'm not going to actually put the names in of these people. I'm actually just going to show you the comments. I'm not going to give them the satisfaction of knowing that I read their comment out without actually clicking on the video. So yeah, I do love Naomi. She hasn't given me any advice to stop drinking. Like I say, I don't depend on alcohol. It's nothing like that. Okay, the next one, I actually replied to this. It said, you do this for clicks and money, but would you feel proud for your daughter to watch it? My daughter's 17. There's no 17-year-olds watching my content, so I wouldn't worry about that. But my daughter is proud of the journey that I've been doing on YouTube. Like, couldn't have predicted it 4 or 5 years ago that this would happen, and it's her inspiration that got me into YouTube. I've told this story a few times, but she used to stream on Twitch without a face on when she was a teenager, playing games, and I was like, oh, I could do that in lockdown. And then it turns out I couldn't do the games because the game I like playing, Football Manager, is a bit of a boring game for some people. So she went, you need to do what you like to do, and basically I like to eat and drink and travel. So that's what I did, and here we are today. So it's all because of Katie, and yes, she is proud, but she doesn't watch my videos. Like I said, the same person here, like I say, I'm not naming these people, the same person has gone in at me for letting my daughter at 17 get a tattoo. We was in Spain. She basically saying I'm a bad dad because I let her get a tattoo at 17. You've seen her tattoo. She's got a tiny little anchor, which is why I've now got anchors on my hands, because that was her little. It's literally this big. We went to Lanzarote to do it. Wasn't hurting anybody. She's literally months away from being able to get it done here. But in Spain, the legal age was 16. I wasn't breaking any laws. We was in Spain. So yeah, there's that. Another one here says, Dino, can't spell Dino by the way, but Dino, grow the hell up. This is all in capitals, as you can see. WTF are you showing yourself throwing up? How old are you? 41. I'm sure your wife and daughter are very proud. Grow up, old man. Wow. Listen, if anybody who likes to go out on a night out socially and hasn't had one too many drinks and been sick, then you've not done it properly for a start, but also you're lying. You're lying to yourself and you're lying to everybody. Everyone's done it. And I'm not sick every time I go out, of course. Like I said, you'll never please everybody all the time. If I go out and do 5 pints or 5 pubs, people say that's not a drinking video. And if I go out and do 14 like I did in Hull, obviously it got out of hand a little bit, but what you get from me is brutal honesty, warts and all. So if I'm sick, I'll tell you I'm sick. And I followed YouTube's policy guidelines, so people saying it should be removed. I blurred the image, and that's all it is. Another one here says, well, I don't usually leave comments, but I just had to. Total clickbait, and nobody tried to rob you. And as for filming yourself puking and then leaving it in your video, what on earth? Who the hell wants to see that? I bet your daughter and missus are so proud. Honestly, Naomi's like sat next to me. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm not out every night. I'm not drinking every day. It's not a big deal. So another one here. Now some of these are the same person, obviously, over and over and over. Dino, I am with you having a few beers and having a good time. I just don't know how you keep getting pissed on YouTube so much and having your daughter watch it. Like I said, my daughter don't watch it. I just don't understand it. Maybe once in a while, but it happens quite a bit. Really? There has been, butterfly there, there has been 6 or 7 drinking videos on my channel over the course of 3 years. Chill. Call me old-fashioned, but if I was your mother, I would be very worried with a good reason. If you knew my mum, you wouldn't be worried. And I put, good job you're not my mum then, isn't it? And then, well, with your health at risk as it stands, why would your own mother not be worried? I think this person thinks they're my doctor because my health at risk. I'm healthy. I go for my annual checkups. I'm all good. Do not worry about me. I've got a bit of a fat belly, that's about it. Nobody wants to see a 40-year-old getting pissed and then being sick, then going back on the drink after, especially if it's just for views. Every video is for views. That is the point of it. If nobody watched, I wouldn't be able to make the videos. And then a few people saying that, checking out of like announcing that they're unsubscribing. And by the way, some of these people have commented on later videos. Thank you for that. I too have unsubscribed and won't be watching anymore. He has a teenage daughter and no shame. And that person has commented a few times later on. Also unsubscribing, that guy has got a massive problem. He's just been sick and carries on drinking. I'm sorry, he's undone all his good work. I love your kitchen and travel videos, but don't see the point of these videos, so won't be watching anymore. Now, I'm hoping that bottom one just means they won't be watching the drinking videos, which is totally fine. My channel is very, very varied. I'll go to cheap places, I'll go to expensive places, I'll travel the world, I'll travel and I'll go out drinking and I'll do hotel reviews. There's something for everybody, but I get that not every video is also not for everybody, but you have the choice. You can click not to not watch. You don't have to click on to watch. It says drinking in the title. Don't watch if you don't like it. That's the beauty of it. You are nothing more than a total drunk, and I can foresee some health issues on the horizon. Can't believe you threw up, filmed it and included it in the video. Totally, utterly disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself. You have a problem, fella. Big problem. It's not a problem. Don't worry about it. Unsubscribe. Not that it matters to you. So rude to the person that said they would worry if they were your mother. I just said it's a good job they're not my mother, so they don't have to worry. Filming yourself vomiting and after necking shocking bad Guinness was cringeworthy. Your food reviews were okay. Drunk videos are not for me. No need to unsubscribe. All you got to do is not watch the drinking videos. I just found myself watching a drunk man looking for more pubs to drink in. Go home, mate. You're not 18 anymore. Listen, I still feel 18. That's all that matters. Loved your videos and followed you for a very long time. This person's first ever comment this. But watching you hurl on camera whilst in Hull was just gross. You're too old to be vomiting in the street, and rather than be embarrassed and ashamed about it, you chose to include it for us all to see. And we wonder why foreigners hate drunken Brits when we go on holiday. Not for me, all the best. You look like an alcoholic, and then a one-day-old account, which is a few of these comments, has put, he is. Long-time subscriber, but please stick to your in the kitchen again or your restaurant reviews. I'm a recovering alcoholic and find these hard to watch. It's not safe to get yourself in such a state on your own. Think of Dino daughter, mate. Now, this person obviously is a long-term subscriber because I used to refer to Dino daughter, to Katie as Dino daughter before she was like basically grown up. But if you're an alcoholic, recovering alcoholic, I hope you stay sober and you do what you need to do. You find it hard to watch. My advice is please don't watch. That's the only advice I can give you. Please don't watch, because I'd hate to think that it would not encourage you, but like, do you know what I mean? Obviously it's a sensitive subject, and that's not who I am. I've said multiple times about politics, news, sensitive subjects. Not me. I don't. Naomi's just been telling me about something, something about on the news. Have you seen that about this? And I'm like, no, I don't follow news. I don't follow politics. I don't do any of that. I don't do anything, or read anything, or see anything that's going to make me think negative about anything. I just keep all that stuff away. I'm full on happy-go-lucky guy. Enjoy a pint. Enjoy my family. Love the sunshine. Love to travel. And I'm basically living a dream right now. Everything is perfect. I've been with the love of my life 20 years. I've got a beautiful teenage daughter who's turning 18 very soon. I'm making videos for a living. It's incredible, honestly. This video is quite concerning, a warning sign of alcoholism and mental health issues. This is not social drinking. He's using it as a get out because he's lonely and not happy with himself or running from issues in his life. The people who care about this guy need to intervene. A friend of mine went down a similar road and unfortunately lost everything. Drinking to this extent at his age is worrying, not a good example to the younger generation. Health is wealth, remember that. Listen, obviously I've just said all that about my life. I've got no mental health issues right now, touch wood. I'm totally fine. I'm not an alcoholic. No matter what people say, I don't drink at home. I'm not alcohol. I googled what an alcoholic is, and it's alcohol dependency. I don't depend on alcohol. Many a time, obviously, I started doing this job, I'm travelling, I'm eating in places where you can get a pint with your dinner and things like that. But I go away for one night a week and I film these videos with Hull, Bradford, Manchester, and I may have a pint with a meal, or I may, like Manchester I didn't go out, but I may have a pint with a meal, or I might do a night out video. But that's it. And that's not social drinking, because I agree it's not social drinking, I'm doing it for my job. And sometimes I meet some people like John Riley, the legend, the Irishman who gives that epic speech in the pub in Hull. And I meet some people and I get chatting and it's great, and I've met some people like who watch the channel, and I've had a night out with them off camera in Blackpool, and it's absolutely fantastic, and I love meeting you guys, and yeah, it is social for me. I do like to go out and have a beer with my friends or my family, but I'm more, I'd say a binge drinker. If you want to put a term on it, I'm a binge drinker. I'll go out once a week at most, maybe once every couple of weeks, and I'll binge drink, and that's it. But I'm with my friends or my family, and that's about it. If you can hear dogs, I'm just stood outside the RSPCA and Sainsbury's. But we're off to meet Katie now. Thank you for watching this video. Please, please, please do not worry. I'm not an alcoholic. I enjoy a social drink, as many of us do. And I understand if you don't want to watch the drinking videos, don't watch the drinking videos. There is going to be a lot more to come. Not drinking videos, there's a lot more videos to come, a lot more different variety for you. We're going to be staying in some quirky hotels. We're going to be going to some different cities. We're going to be going to high-end places. We're going to be going to cheap places. We're going to be doing it all. This channel, I'm trying to do the daily vlogs. This channel is just growing and growing and growing, and it's going fantastic. And the daily vlogs, alcohol dependency means it affects your relationships and that. Me and Now have been together 20 years. We've got basically the perfect life. Doesn't affect our relationship. We've got a fantastic child, not child anymore, but everything's great. I couldn't be more happy. If the views doubled and Naomi could quit her job and come travelling with me, and Katie's old enough to look after herself, that would make me even more happy, and that would be hopefully elevate the channel more as well. But all these toxic comments, they don't get to me. I don't give a monkeys really. It's more engagement, it's more pushes the videos out. But this is why people say, oh, why you're going here with Naomi, but she's not on camera. She don't want to be on camera because she doesn't want any toxic comments. Not that she'd get them, or no, she'd read them, I don't know. But yeah, that's why she's not on camera, so that's why you're just stuck with just Dino. Just me. So, I said at the beginning, I'm going somewhere tonight. And I'm going literally now. I'm off to Blackpool for a stag do. Ironic we're talking about alcohol, but I'm off to Blackpool for my cousin's stag do today. So we're having a night out in Blackpool. So if you are from Blackpool and you're watching this video, come out in Blackpool tonight. Come and find me, and we'll have a beer, social beer. Thanks for watching. Please don't worry about me. It's all good. Bye bye.